Hi and welcome back to the second video on the Advanced Excel. In this video we're going to cover cell read. So you're going to read a cell in order to check his value. Going to use the cell insert, column insert, column insert. So you're going to insert a new column in, let's say, the last column that we have on the worksheet, and we're going to add a comment in our worksheet as well. Okay, so let's start with the cell read. Okay, so far, if you didn't check the first video, please do, in order to see everything that I did so far in here. If you already saw the video, so we can start from here and let's start dealing with the cell read. But before, let's get the 3 actions that we need in order to demo. So let's get the cell read. Okay, let's get the comment and let's get the insert. We can insert image, row, column. Regarding the image and charts, I'm going to cover that in the next video. So we're going to have a third video regarding the Advanced Excel because this is too many actions. But in this video, I'm just going to cover the column insert. The row insert is the same. Instead of having a column is the row. No big deal. And the image and the charts are a different subject, so I'll cover that in the next video. Okay, so after we tick the 3 actions that we need, so we apply. Okay, so now before we continue here, let's see what we have so far in the Excel. Okay, so let's download. Okay, so this is in CSV format, but currently we have the name column, Amalia and Peter, and overall grade we have 90 and 80. Okay, so imagine that we need to check what is the first value on the column A, which is the first one, and the row number 1. Okay, this might happen. Imagine that we are on a project that a client send us an Excel, and we need to check the columns that we have there, and based on the columns we will do something about it. Okay, so for that we need to read first that cell, retrieve this, in this case the value that we have there, and do something about it. Okay, so let's do that. So in this case I'm gonna check if we have a name. Okay, this name, a value name. Okay, and for the first column and first row. Okay, so let's do that. Okay, so let's get the cell read. So after I create this Excel, I'm going to read. So the worksheet will be the one that we are working on. It's just one. We just have one, so it's the default. We can search for cell name like A1, A2, and so on. But I like to work more with cell row and cell column, so that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to check the first row and the first column. Okay, in this way I know for sure that I'm checking the correct one. In here we could just set A1 and it will work as well. Okay, it's just a matter of uh, the way we like to do things. So I like to use the cell row and cell column, but you are you can use other types, other ways to do this to get the same result. Okay. So in here I'm going to change the name. So A1, and this retrieves the cell value that we need in order to understand what we have here. Okay. So after this, we need to check the cell if it is name, the text. And the correct way to do this is to create a set property. Why? Because sometimes in the real projects, this value might change by the client. Imagine that he no longer wants name and he will change for full name. Okay, and we with the site property we can change this right away on the service center, and we might be on a prod environment, so in live, and we do not want to hard code this, so that's why we do that. Okay, so in this case let's create a folder Excel, and we change the site property to name, Excel name. Okay, and the default value will be name. That's what we are trying to get. Don't forget everything that you do, don't forget to add the description, but I'm just showing you how to do it, so I'm not going to do it, but don't forget to do that. Okay, so in here we're going to check, need to drag and drop an if, and check if the value that outcomes here, the cell read one value, it is equal to the Excel name. Okay, if it is, okay, if it is, we want to change the name to full name. That's what we want. Okay, so we're going to add the we need to add the or to update the value as we have in here. So we're going to set row name. In this case, I'm going to change to full name. And the cell row, it will be 1. It will be the first one. And the cell value, it will be full name. Okay, in this case, we could also create Excel file full name, also site property. But in this case, I'm just gonna hard code it, but you shouldn't do this. I'm just mentioning. And let's change this to full name. Okay. So I think it's okay regarding this. And after that we do this, we get the data. Also in here, let me change this. I'm not gonna use the CSV generator for now. Okay, so let me disable it. And here, let me change to the binary one that we have here, because I do not want to display a CSV as a CSV file, and I want the XLSX file extension. Okay, so in here we accomplished to write in the row, the first column, first row, and we can right now we can test this and see if it works. And after we're going to add the comment, and we're going to insert a new column between name and overall grade. That's what we're going to do in this video. Okay, so let's go back to the Advanced Excel screen. Let's download. Let's open. Let me close this first, and let me sorry, I don't know what happened here. Let me refresh. This should okay, I forgot to do something, sorry. So let me go back here to the action and change the name. It will not be CSV, it will be XLSX. Okay, if you watch the first video, please do that. Please change this. Okay, if you didn't see the first video, please do, and come back here later, please. Okay, so let's refresh again. Okay, so now we have XLSX. Let's see if it worked. Yeah, that's exactly what we wanted. So we changed the name to full name. That's great. And now we're going to create a new column here and drag this to the right. Okay. So let's go back here in our action. And we're going to use the insert. So the worksheet is the one that we are working on, and insert at. So insert at, it will be the column number where to insert the new column. That's what we have in the description. And let's do that. So we know that we want to add in the middle. In this case, we know the Excel, but if we don't know the Excel, we will need to check for in order to find a value or something like that, and to know exactly what we want. If you know the file, we can just right away and say exactly what is the location that we need to add. Okay, so the column number, it will be the second one. And as I know, when we insert a new column, everything that is on the right, it will be pushed to the right. Okay, so it will not be deleted or updated or everything. No, it will be just moved to the right. Okay, but after we do this, we're going just to have a blank column. Okay, for this case, we can just publish and see if it oh, sorry, this is not okay. This must be before we get the data. I don't know what happened here, sorry. So let me go back here and let me change this, because we need to insert first and after that get the data. Okay, let me publish again. Okay, so let's see the result. Let me just delete this. Let's download. Okay, so as you can see, we have the full name column, the blank one that we created, that we inserted in the file, and everything that is on the right here, it is pushed to the right. So it worked as we expected. So let's do a final thing here. So let's add a comment. So you're going to add a comment in the worksheet. So the row number of the cell to add the comment. So let's add these like the ninth one. Column number, let's add these in the 7th, and let's add the text. So let's add this is a comment. The author, so let's change this to Pedro. Okay, so let's publish and see if it worked. Sometimes this is useful in order to add a comment, in order to remind something that we need to do by business managers or business persons on the project. Let's refresh. Let me close this one and let's open a new one. Let's see if it worked. Yeah. So we have here our comments. I cannot see it, but it's here as you can see. So this is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and the 9th. So that's what we added here. So 7th column and 9th row. Okay, so we have the comment here, but I cannot see it because this is not activated, so sorry for that. But so far so good. We did what we needed, and in the next video, the third one, I'm gonna create images and charts as well with the data that we have on the Excel. Okay, so please subscribe to the channel and I'll see you in the next video.